हेलो आंटी मामा का इधर हम पहुंचे घर करके
नहीं बर्थडे पार्टी में
तो नहीं है
उसका पता नहीं एथलेटिक्स का फिजिकल
सरकार चले आज
हाँ I conduct it. Good evening, both of you. Yeah, our economics portions are completed, na? Yes. Please keep asking. Reading that. And today, not today, we have already started with the manufacturing industries, correct? We already started. क्या suddenly नया available sir? क्यों?
I was in Mandal, right?
Mandal, which Mandal?
Durgapur.
When is it start?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. But our Lord will come on Saturday.
Your Lord.
Durga, the idol will come on Saturday.
That is tomorrow, na? The
Yeah,
function starts
in
tomorrow.
our place, we will be on Saturday.
Okay. So mineral and energy resources completed. Okay, today these guys are dying to come.
You guys come.
Yes, should not come. And wait for. So the job is consumer rights. Consumer rights, I'll do it last because that is just name
We
sake.
have still remaining in mineral and energy resources.
What is that here?
Non-conventional sources of energy.
Haven't done that. It's really a Hanuman stage. What is the time? Did you ask me? Meeting. In non-conventional, I had explained in a. Look it. One is solar, correct? Second is tidal or wind and tidal is second. Third is, if I'm not so wrong, wind energy, correct?
Second.
So which chapter? Same minerals and energy. So she's telling that I will touch that. The next is geothermal. Next is geothermal के बाद क्या है? Nuclear energy. And next is biogas. Am I correct? Did I miss any from your textbook? Just tell me. Nuclear. है ना? सब हो गया ना? Just don't write anything. Just understand. Let me explain one by one in a very simplistic manner. And marking or writing, so I told you not to attach there. It's your Sasuma. Then फिर कौन है बोले? हाँ तो फिर क्या बोलने का?
He's saying that when you look at bandits, you will be very attached to Sasuma.
हाँ तो that is what I rightly told her ना. Whether you are Sasuma. When you are getting
Age of 20.
Tell me. Come on. Invite me ऐसे. अभी मुझे देख के पीछे भागती है फिर वहां से देखो why what all the things you should remember when we are saying solar we always say it is the sun's energy everybody knows it is trapping of the sunlight minimum hours to install a solar power cell or whatever 5 hours of good sunlight they should have in a day plus out of 365 days solar power station लगाने के लिए कितना 350 days of heat should be there. For that, 2 states in India are perfectly doing it. One is Gujarat, no doubt, and second is also neighboring Rajasthan. So this solar, you have to always write, reduces the pressure on fossil fuels, clean source of energy, and cheap, cheap source of energy. Why cheap? Only once it is installed, only the cleaning part has to be done. That also a robo kind of government ने बना दिया है. Especially in the state of Rajasthan, because windy, lot of wind and the sand gets dusted on it. But on and on, solar energy is considered to be very conventional, no, very useful. What is that importance in a country like India, tropical, where sunlight is maximum, especially these 2 states, we are tapping them. So I think there is that Munda or Mudra village, I don't remember, Gujarat ka first 100% solar power district. अभी महाराष्ट्र में भी लोग कर रहा है, but I don't think so. Initial laying cost is everybody knows it is high. So India is the 4th or the 5th largest country in the world which makes use of solar. Is it okay? Next, when I say the word tidal, which tides we can tap? इधर आ जाओ ना बच्चा, तो बच्चा नहीं. हाँ, she's just jumping on his shoulder and seeing me. Vision. दे दो. ये नहीं है, वो लड़का नहीं है. तो भी ये तो बहुत लेट आएगी बाद में सेकंड लेक्चर में इसको साइन करने देंगे अच्छा दे दो अंकल हैज टू वेट हां वही लगा के निकल जाएगी now when we talk about the second energy for India tidals are generally of 2 types what are they spring tide and a neap tide what is a spring tide according to you highest of the high tide she is only jumping as if someone else has done put it into silent my dear yeah it's a, he has given me a smile not to ask me so we always believe what is this tidal if you have seen a windmill the same system works underwater but the problem is that the place where the barrage is kept I'll show you where place where the barrage is kept and the land has to be adjoining wo setup thoda mushkil hai on one side the tide will be pushing in the water the other side the windmill type rotating once they rotate regular energy can be produced India is not very popular for tidal energy but it is also a source of non-conventional energy next is the word wind अभी इंडिया में wind farm cluster है anybody knows what is wind farm cluster
मतलब एक ही जगह पे wind को बहुत ज्यादा यूज
ऐसे कैसे एक ही जगह पर यूज करेगा
मतलब वो windmills लगा के बहुत सारे एक ही
maximum windmills are located it is a place called Madurai to Nagarkoil है टेक्स्ट बुक में आराम से मानते it is in Tamil Nadu it generates maximum power and windmill का मैं वीडियो जब दिखाएगा the blades are aerodynamic you know what is aerodynamic even if one small blade rotates the other 2 blade will be automatically rotating even with the minimum speed of the wind the generation will be there in fact it has a generator behind the rotatory fan आपका जो table fan है ना exactly वैसे table fan runs with an electricity this runs with the wind so maximum speed एक TMC करके आएगा जब वीडियो आएगा तो आप देखना it is 45 something speed blitz का minimum even with the zero power zero wind it can rotate you might have seen if at all you have seen by a car while you are going it is on the hilly region only not on the low lying region because it needs regular wind and India is really tapping this wind energy also ये थोड़ा trouble है because it is the internal heat of the earth we have 2 or 3 layers of the rocks and then water passes through and touching that part where the temperatures are very high what is that that lava area hai na and that water gushes out in the form of a steam and they tap that steam and then they try to push. ये थोड़ा complicated. मैं दिखाऊंगा वीडियो को, don't worry. ये complicated इसलिए है because it is still in an experimental basis in India. What is that experimental basis? We have two places. One is Ladakh, another is Himachal, Pyuga Valley, and ये कुछ and L&T, Larsen and Toubro has already started, and very quickly they might tap. अभी चालू है काम चालू है, experiment में. Nuclear, I think this in chemistry you have, na? We have two kinds of radioactive substances. Can you name? Uranium-235 or uranium-238, and both are radioactive and controlled nuclear. There are two kinds of reaction. One is fission, other is fusion. Fusion is dangerous. So this is a controlled fission inside a nuclear reactor. We have it in Trombay, BARC. We call them as BARC. Who is the inventor of nuclear energy in India? Homi Jahangir Baba, who is the person who developed BARC, BARC. Even his death is like Netaji trivia death. Again, I think he was trying to hand over certain documents or discuss this experiment to some foreign. It has been told that we do not know. It is again CIA planned his death, that India should not become a nuclear power. But he only showed to the world nuclear power ka peaceful use. Peaceful matlab generate which energy? Nuclear energy. One atom, when it is bombarded with this uranium, it can generate as energy as we are burning 1,000 tons of coal. Yeah, pollution free inside the nuclear reactor. But the problem is safety precautions. It might not burst the water. This uranium, very, very dangerous. But once it is done, it is carefully done. Like we have Tarapur in Maharashtra. At least heard about the place? It is India's nuclear biggest energy source. I think close to 34 megawatts या कुछ रहता है. बाकी भी है, नरोरा है, काकरापारा है, टिकरापारा है, Trombay है. But Tarapur in Maharashtra in India at present is the biggest. India का जितना भी total nuclear energy आता है, ये अकेला 34% देता है. Got it? Then the next one we'll go with the biogas. ये तो आप लोग ने सुना भी रहेगा. What is the difference between a bio and a gobar gas? Gobar gas is only of that cow dung. But biogas, human waste, animal waste, agricultural, plant waste. Two kinds of chambers are there, from where they put that inlet and that main chamber where it is going and dumping. Maybe 45 days to 3 months, they say 3 months. वो पूरा ferment होता है, and that microbial action and directly explore रहेगा. आपने देखा भी रहेगा diagram. इधर एक बड़ा है और तो पूरा वीडियो में दिखाता हूँ. There are twin goals of this. In a board exam, they ask you every time. Twin goal. One, generation of biogas using the waste. Correct? Second, anybody? Yes, bro. The sludge or that slurry is a fantastic manure. क्योंकि पूरा कचरा और सब्जी वगैरह बनता है ना, तो normally it can be ये इतना पूरा projects में this is the only project where you can do it at individual level also, very cheap, है ना, individual level or sometimes on the community level. मतलब 3-4 फैमिली मिलके भी ये बनाते हैं community level और normally at पंचायत. Very cheap, very good, especially located in which area? Cities. It's mainly in rural areas. So all you got it, what is solar? So now you start marking. Pehla, what is that energy? What is its advantage? What is its energy? What is its advantage? Read it. I'll be showing each and every project one video, so that it is perfectly fixed. If you want me to mark, I'm ready. Ready? Chalo, start karo. Read and mark. Let us have one nice videos coming in. Especially tidal और geothermal का तो आपको दिखाना ही है. तो वही वही चालू होगा